Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Hey, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. So every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Hey, big topic, hot topic, I guess, coming on Twitter. Been on Twitter for the last few days, and it's about this quote-unquote singles mixer that happened this past Thursday. It was the 16th. 3 days, before Juneteenth or what have you. And there were a lot of people, mainly guys, who actually felt a need to call out this mixer because there was like little to no men in this video, right? So, and I'll put the link in the description if I remember. So what it was is a young lady, she was taking a little selfie video, put it on Twitter, what have you. Showed the scenery. Wasn't a lot of people there. It was only, like I say, only women there. Then to come to find out, when she posted it, it was like 7 o'clock in the evening. And then it says the same night as the NBA Finals. So they try to make a big deal out of it, saying that, no men showed up, these women are desperate, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. And now don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't like to talk about red pill, blue pill. If I was going to be on any side, I'm just going to be on the side of masculinity and femininity. Whichever pill that is, don't know, don't care. It is what it is. Because I see a lot of time these guys, if you read a lot of these comments, if you listen to a lot of these videos, these YouTube videos, a lot of these guys, you let them talk long enough, they say you want to hear the truth from somebody, just be quiet and just let them keep talking. Eventually, they're going to tell you exactly who they are and how they feel, right? And from my perspective, being a man, a lot of these dudes have been hurt, but hurt to a point to where they have reacted almost to the point of feminine-like. Every video was talking about black women or these women or these modern females. And again, but I know there is some validity to some of the stuff they're saying, just like some of these women. Some of your points are valid. I'm the type of dude where I'm like, let's say like voting. I don't vote Democrat, don't vote Republican, don't vote independent. It's whatever. My thing is, if you come with something that I can benefit from, then I may rock with you, which is how life should be, right? So, like I said, some of these guys, they'll say things, and they'll bring some things to light, and you be like, you know what, that guy got a point. But as they keep talking, you can see the hurt. And a lot of times, guys will come out and they'll talk about past relationships. When they start talking about past relationships, number one, that tells you that they're running out of things to talk about, because they talk about this subject so much. Now I also, I'll talk about my past relationship sometime, but that's because it's in the context of just that video, not every video. And then I'm talking about different relationships, like this woman did this to me, this girl did this, and this girl. These guys say things, and they come out and they say things that the average person, it probably would hurt them, probably would piss them off, probably would make them angry. And I'm like, okay, now I see why they're on this side of the fence, because they've been hurt a lot. They ain't had a voice to speak on their pain or suffering or frustration. Now we got YouTube, and everybody and their mama can make a channel or make a video. So now they're doing it, and they're venting their frustrations out daily and multiple times of the day. It's like crazy. And when you look at some of these guys, you can see that they probably wasn't the most handsome guy, growing up. They probably wasn't the most athletic or the most street. Probably didn't have no much money. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you can just tell it by the way they talk. That now that they've come up, made the money, got some status, now they're gonna talk noise, and now they're gonna say, ha ha ha, look where I'm at, and where these women at. Now the women want me, and I don't want nothing to do with them. That's kind of, to me, that's kind of beta. Because, I mean, especially you put it out there like that. I grew up, and a lot of these guys around my age, but I grew up is, man, I don't sit there and talk down, talk bad about, say that all women is second, third. That's stupid, because I know better than that, because you got women that do the same thing and we get mad at it. So why would we do that? You might think it, keep it to yourself. Unless it can create constructive, what do you want to call it? How does brother need to fully say? Create something constructive, a product. In the end, it helps the situation. If it don't help the situation, you really don't need to even bring stuff up. You see what I'm saying? If you're trying to teach somebody something, then there's really no reason to bring stuff up. Anyway, I say to say this: the mixer. Yeah, like I said, they showed the first video. There wasn't a whole lot of women, a whole lot of dudes out there. Then somebody came out later and showed another video where there were a lot of men out there. They said, and one guy said the ratio probably was like 6 women to 1 man. But people still trying to call these women like desperate and stuff. It's like, dude, like, where do you get this? How do you know what these, look here, you got, number one, we already know in real life, women outnumber men by, I don't know what the ratio is. Eligible young heterosexual males, they're not a lot compared to the women. Why is that? Don't know. It could be a lot of things from prison, death, homelessness, drug addicts, lack of resources, going to the military, getting married, whatever, things like that can cause the numbers to be disparagingly, not skewed, but just a wide gap, create a wide gap or whatever between how many men and how many women out there. But when I saw I'm gonna tell you this. When I saw the first video, first clip, when there's just one woman, like I said, a woman and like no men, a very few men, it took me back to the late 90s, early 2000s, when, back in my day, when we used to go to the club. Now, I don't listen to the radio much now, so I don't know how clubbing is advertised, but back then, Wednesday night, Thursday night, or what have you, had ladies' night. You had women get in free before 10. So the club would be, the line would be wrapped around the building. A lot of times wouldn't nobody be in the club. And I know this because I knew people who own clubs and stuff like that. So I worked in clubs and they used to tell me this. The line would be wrapped around the building with women. Women be standing out there. Now you can't stand out there because some fool might come around and try to shoot everybody. But they'd be wrapped around the club. Why? To attract men. The men that ride by see all these women and the dude would be like, oh man, look at all these women. And that's just how it was. It'd be like me and my cousin, maybe like 2-3 other guys. And we get ready to go in. Sometimes we just, we might just be parking lot pimping, but that's a whole nother thing. The video. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's a previous life. But it wouldn't, like I said, there'd be a lot of women in the club and not a whole lot of men. A lot of fellas. That's just how it was. Then you have the fellas be in their little cliques. When you're young, you do dumb stuff like being your game, being your clique, sit over here in the corner, don't want to dance. But my kinfolk, he was a guy that if you want to go to the club, that's where you want to go. This is like a story, on a story. It's on topic, off topic. Him and his brother, my 2 cousins, man, them guys, those are the guys you want to go to the club with, because them guys would be the one, get out there, break the ice, start dancing, and then here come the women surrounding us, while the other dudes sit there on the corner. So that's how you, that's how you play the game. But anyway, that's how it was back in the day. It was always full of women. This ain't like a school dance. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't like the prom where you got all the kids and know each other, maybe like the equal amount of boys and girls or what have you. Everybody had a date. If you didn't have a date, you wasn't going to the prom or going to homecoming. You see what I'm saying? This ain't like that. This people are grown now, and people go with their girlfriends, go with their homeboys, and go to the club and kick it. And a lot of times it'd be a group of girls saying, "Hey, let's go do something. Go out and kick it." The guys are like, "Hey, let's go. I know where all the girls gonna be at." Then you go to the club, and you get to the club, and there are very few guys. So this is nothing new. This been going on since the beginning of time. This is just how it is. Nothing about this mixer says these women are desperate. Everybody wants to try to find a way to meet somebody. Whether it's for a long-term commitment or maybe it's for like a, who knows, just a one-night thing or just whatever the case may be. People are going to go try different things to try to meet people to mingle. They may have, I don't know if people go to church anymore, but, they may have tried to go to church. Come to find out the preacher's screwing all the females. Want to get away from that. Or, really need to be in a singles ministry. Really, what I think all young people need to go to. But anyway, so you go to the club. When you go to the club, what do you see? The club ain't the same like you used to. When I was younger, and you had the 24, 25 and up, 30 and up club, them people knew how to act. These kids now, and I say kids 21, 35, a lot of them cats don't know how to act. They still out there thugging, acting a fool in the club. You know what I'm saying? We get guys that was older, when we go to the club and see these older guys, they dressed up, and just like in that mix on that second video they had, you saw guys like dressed nice, one dude like he was in a suit, going to a mixer. That's what it's supposed to be about. Unfortunately, like I said, there's not a lot of men out there that go out there and they try to say, the NBA Finals was going on that night, which is probably true. Which is probably true. Probably was a lot of guys, watching the NBA Finals. But if a guy knew about this event, and I'm gonna say it like this before I leave. If a guy knew about this event, and there was a choice between going to an event, seeing a bunch of women, trying to hook up, or watching a basketball game, which really don't dictate your night, don't dictate your life. And whether Steph Curry wins or not, it's not gonna put money in your pocket. A lot of guys are gonna go to that mixer and see what's out there. Even if they just go for a few minutes and leave, they're gonna do it. Even if they see the game is getting out of hand, they're gonna be like, "Hey, what time that mix is over with? Oh, it's over at 10. Oh, this game will be over with in about, it's like they're about 20 points with 10 minutes left. Oh, they ain't not gonna beat Steph Curry. Let's roll to the mixer. All right, let's go." That's just what it is. Maybe a lot of dudes probably at work. It was a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? Dude, get off work, go home, get cleaned up, gotta get shaved, get the suit out the cleaners. It could be reasons why there wasn't a whole lot of guys there in the beginning. And it was hot. God damn. This is Texas. I know it had to be, what was that, Thursday night? They had to have been damn near 100 degrees. So, shout out to the women. I give praise to the women. They went out there at 7 o'clock and it was 98 degrees. But wait a minute. That might have told on them. Because if you see a black woman outside at 97 degrees trying to look cute in their hair, and they ain't worried about their hair frizzing up, sweating out anything, I guess 9 times out of 10 it could be a wig, but that's okay. That's okay. You do what you gotta do to catch what you're trying to catch and to get what you're trying to get. But like I said, my point is basically, I wish a lot of guys would just, and I'm talking to the men, I wish we would get off of this whole, and I ain't trying to give women too many props, because like I said, I see it both ways. I see it on both sides, good and bad with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I wish a lot of these guys would get off this whole, all these women are bad, all these women are modern women. Man, I saw a video, and God, I wish I would have kept it. I saw a video of this young chick in Arkansas. I think she was like cowgirl, country girl, and she was wearing like, you know, I think she worked. No, I think she was like wanted to be a. I think she, I don't know, was she working at the rodeo or participating in the rodeo or something like that? She like early 20s or something like that. I was like, see, just the whole presentation she have, unless she got a hidden, you know, Instagram, OnlyFans account, that's, you know what I'm saying, that shows you right there that, you know what I'm saying, that there's still good women out there, just like there's still good men out there. But like I said, I wish the men and women would both just stop getting off this all black men are this, or all black women are like this. If all of them are like that, that means that's you too. That means you're part of the problem too, because hell, you're part of it all. So I wish people just get off of that. Man, look, life is a crapshoot. You go out there, that's why you should court. That's why I'm trying to push these young people getting out there and courting these young ladies and women out there, you know what I'm saying, being courted by these young men, and y'all try to build something. That's the best thing to do, man. That's the most comforting, because when you want to go through problems, you got to learn to go through problems together. You want to build, start it when you're young. Don't wait till you get old and then try to build something with somebody. Man, that stuff is hard. And it is frustrating, because the older you get, the more stuck in your ways you're going to be, and the more stuck in their ways they're going to be, and you're going to be bumping heads all the time no matter what, and you're not going to understand each other. And it's going to be hard to figure out. But like I say, young, like I say, get to courting each other. Make it like a long courtship, build a relationship, and then when you get old, you can get married, have a family if it works out. But like I say, life is a crapshoot. You're not going to win at all. And just like these guys tell these women, you keep dating these no-count dudes, these sorry guys, having babies by these sorry guys, then what you need to do is you got to change the scenery. You got to get outside that circle, because undoubtedly you dating guys that's in the same vicinity, most likely they're gonna all pretty much be alike. So you got to move around. My daughters, they went to school or had jobs that were outside of just a certain group of people. They worked around us. They worked around average money-making people, or people with very little money. They've worked with people or around people that have a lot of money. Went to school with people that had a lot of money. Not a lot of money like somebody got a pair of, I'm aging myself, but somebody got a pair of True Religion jeans and they think they got money. No, I'm talking about going to school where they can do a fundraiser for a couple of weeks and have $25 raffle tickets giving away a brand new Mercedes-Benz, and the money they raise $10 million in pledges from the families and friends. Kids get in trouble and drive the family Porsche station wagon because they got in trouble, so their car got taken. So for punishment, they got to drive the family car to school, and it's a freaking Porsche Cayenne station wagon. Stuff like that. You got to get outside of whatever circle you normally in that always keep you caught up and jumping with the same kind of stuff. You got to change that. But I did not want to get off of the video. Like I said, there's nothing desperate about somebody wanting to be with somebody. You make dumb choices when you're young, and you know what you need to do. We need to teach the youngins what to do. Not tell them what not to do. Can't say, the women can't tell their daughters, don't let no man do this. Don't let no man treat you like that. The first thing you need to do is to teach your daughters how to be women. Productive women, ladylike. Men, same thing. Don't sit there and tell your boys, man, don't take this from no B or no H. She ain't nothing but this, nothing but, no. You teach your sons how to be men, how to be productive members of society, teach them how to be husbands, teach them how to be productive. And when you do that, teach people, teach your little ones, teach all the ones, the youngest around you, how to act properly, everything else will fall into place. Because you can't worry about what somebody else does. You do what you need to do, and everything else will fall into place. Eventually, everything will be all right. But anyway, let me get out of here. That's all I got, man. Tell me what you think. I rambled long enough. Leave your comments below and then share it with the world. Hey, ladies, want to have singles mixers? Hey, want to go to church and singles ministries? Want to go to the club on Wednesday night and ladies night? Hope a dude come in and free drinks for women. Ladies drink, get in free and free drinks. I don't need you to buy nobody. That's the perfect night to go because you ain't got to buy the woman nothing. Now you just got to have to gift the guy. You got to look the part. Anyway, leave your comments below. Share it with the world. I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.